Just a stranger on a bus trying to make his way home. Do, 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 do. Boo, boo, boopity, bippity, boo. Beepity chop, cheepity chop, cheepity buppity bup, boop, buddy, boo, doo, doopity boo. Boop, boop, boopity, 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 boop, bum, bing, beepity, bitty, boo. A beepity, bitty, 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 bee, bitty, bum, bee, bum, bee, bum, bee. Bitty, bum, bee, bum, bee, bum, bee, bitty, bitty, bum, bitty, bitty, bippity, boo. Beepity, bitty, bee, beepity, bitty, boo, bee, bitty, bitty, beepity, boo, boo. Beepity, bitty, bee, bitty, 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 dee, 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 dee. Beep 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 beep. Scoop scoop a doo ba doo ba boo. Scoop scoop a doo. Scoop scoop a doo. Scoop a doo ba doo. Boop a doo doop a doo. Scoop a doo ba doo boop a doo boop boo. Beep a doo beep a doo doo doo. Boop 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 a doo boop boo. Doop a doo boo. A hoop a doo boo. A doop a doo ba doo boop a doo boop boo. A doo boop a doo boo boo. A hoop a doo ba doo ba doo boop boop boo. A doop boop a doo. A hoop a doo boo. A doop a doo ba doo boop a doo ba doo boo. A doop a doo ba doo. A doop a doo ba doo. A doop a doo boo 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 ba doo boo. A doop a doo boo. A doop a doo boo. Boop a doo ba doo. A doop a doo boo. A doop a doo ba doo boop a doo ba doo doo. Oh, you're on my screen. That was deeply immersive. Just as the sound effects of blowy winds came in, a gust of the cold wind blew through my bedroom from the open window. It was on a par with having worm smell sprayed in my face.
Sorry. What's our situation?
No, you were writing on Messenger last
Shiva
time.
and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
Boing. The Nisa Defile. You'd think that they'd nickname him Phoenix, not Wyvern. I mean, lots of games already have codec systems like this. This isn't particularly new. Like, the fact that it changes what appears based on what's on screen, I have seen before, but I guess it's new-ish, but also, yeah, but what is the active time system? Like, it just appears to be that they've picked a few specific codex entries for each cutscene that are the ones linked when you press the button, which, like, I've actually seen more sophisticated versions of this in other games. Like, they didn't invent this. Like, I realise you may not have seen it before, but they did not invent this. Sorry, you're going to get slurpy chai latte noises. I always wanted to do an interactive fiction thing where it was like you would have certain highlighted words that you could talk about that were based on like the things that you'd recently encountered, the current mission you were on, and etc. etc. And like all the other words that you could type in would still be active but not displayed and would not necessarily give you anything new, but like, so I'm not explaining it very well. So basically, I was looking at how Twine games work, and I don't think maybe you could do it in Twine. I don't know how sophisticated Twine programming gets, but so it would be like, say, to progress the storyline, you need to learn something about Jim from Jim's wife, Diane. And like you can go to Diane and type in Jim and get like a dialogue about Jim, but you need to specifically be thinking about, but like if you are specifically now trying to learn about Jim, then Jim gains new context that will go a different way, and like so basically the whole point would be that you don't get these unnatural RPG conversations where you can bring up a thing that you haven't talked about for 100 hours and the NPC responds in exactly the same way as they did the first time you said it. Like, if you bring up a thing you haven't discussed for ages, the NPCs respond as if it's a thing you haven't discussed for ages, and if you want to talk about it in a specific context, you actually have to be in that context to get them to respond as if it's a conversation happening within that context. I drew a whole flowchart for it. It makes more sense if you see the flowchart. And it would work with moods as well. So, like, there's certain things that you could maybe only, like, an old argument, where if you bring it up in a, like, neutral context, it's like, so, we should probably talk about that argument sometime. Yeah, I guess so. And then they just, like, taper off. But, like, if you bring it up in a context where your character is angry, then they will say something else that needles what happened more, and you get a different dialogue. Is there always a Tiamat in Final Fantasy? Is that like a Final Fantasy thing? Or am I just thinking of Dungeons and Dragons?
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's.
I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting. After you do, that is.
Are they trying to kill Shiva or Shiva's dominant? Because I thought they were trying to kill the dominant, but he just said they need to return with Shiva's head, which sounds like a much more difficult undertaking. Yes to which one? Oh, I thought the dominant was the person. Like, if they kill one dominant, Shiva's not dead, right? Like, Shiva can possess another dominant. Whereas if they kill Shiva, Shiva's dead. It's like there is a significant difference there between killing the vessel and killing the actual icon.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
I like this mustache guy, he's cool.
do they expect us to kill?
I see. It told me to go and equip them, but in fact has equipped them for me.
Something that can do this.
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
Oh, am I being thick? Oh, okay. I see. I can't afford any of this yet. Well, I could refund something. I still can't afford any of it. Great job. Why is this one greyed out? Can I still learn it, even though it's greyed out? Why is it greyed out if I can learn it? Yes is not an answer to the question that I asked. Oh, I already have these ones. They upgrade. Sorry, I hadn't actually clocked that said... okay, so I can master that, upgrade that, or learn that. Right, so mastery is the thing where you can like off-color it. Upgrade makes it better in a random way, and learning it means I can do it full stop. What have we got down here? That was fun, I'm putting that back on. Your messages are not appearing in order. I got you got it before I got if you press triangle you can read about what it does. What's this do? Don't care. That looks extremely fun. I feel like possibly not very useful because I'll probably fumble it all over the place, but it looks fun. Wait, are you typing on the YouTube page? I assumed you were typing in the PS5 Messenger. If we want that, it's only 20. Hang on, so what does mastering these do? Oh, it just makes them faster. Okay. Oh, okay, well that's... I mean, it's still annoying that it's jumbling up the order of the messages, but that is reasonably impressive connectivity, I guess. I might as well learn all of these, to be honest. They cost like nothing. Oh, why doesn't he run faster?
All the old trails are gone. It'll be hell finding a way out.
Do you think retreating
Oh, Chai Latte's gone down the wrong way.
any better?
I assume this is, in inverted commas, ice made by Shiva, that it's not actually ice. See, if you write a message that's too long, I can't, it just cuts it off, and I don't know how to see the rest of what you wrote. I don't know how to find your messages. I assume there's some way for me to read them. but I don't know what it is. Wait, do you see your messages come up in the stream? Or is it smart enough to hide the YouTube chat that I'm seeing from the screen? That's quite smart, really. Like, that's impressive.
Down there. So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main
That's
host.
squeezing through the gap thing, by the way. Like, that's a thing that they absolutely fucking love doing in Survivor. There are so many of them, and each one has like a custom squeeze through animation.
People. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are...
The best one of those squeeze through gaps in Survivor is where you have to squeeze through a gap between a couple of machines, where a gonk droid has fallen in upside down and is like wedged in the gap with its feet flailing in the air, and you like duck underneath it.
allowed to perform the rites of...
I think I've read them all, but I didn't see. Yeah, I've read them all.
And I see many.
We end this quickly.
Reichsgott! Adionir Sagarid!
Please.
Jada! Must be Eile! What Alvation Naukin, Alad Scully asked.
Let this be the end.
Avis, care to kill some Iron Blood?
Gladly.
I've forgotten how to do this.
You focus on the target.
Understood.
So that's what, isn't it?
Get the scratch.
Ow. Oh, I thought if I was in the air that wouldn't hit me.
Fucking icons. Icon? She's not even fully primed.
I can't do it.
No.
I've forgotten the controls. I just did the final sequence of Survivor, so like I have like multiple extremely difficult Survivor boss battles programmed into my brain, which use a completely different control system that doesn't insanely have dodge on R1. Ow. Oh, I keep trying to block with L1 by mistake.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
How do I dodge? Oh, R1. Ow, R1, R1.
Orders, Sergeant! Stop gawping and move! Fucking icons. Icon? She's not even fully primed. Be gone!
There we go.
On to the next.
I didn't read anything you wrote during that because I couldn't look at the corner of the screen and look at the fight at the same time. So, like, I didn't see anything you said. There must be some way to get up the message menu. How do I? Is it that? I really don't think that I can actually see a log of what you said. I think I'd have to literally go and look on YouTube.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I thought it looked like her, but I wasn't sure if I was just like, Final Fantasy character generic similarness.
Not here.
I'll bloody do it then.
Oh, I thought that went through his eye at first.
Fuck.
We've got company, Wyvern.
I liked Moustache Guy. Can't believe Moustache Guy lasted less long than those stupid chumps in the
What are you
flashback.
doing?
Lord Ohilda Vedra!
Get your ass
ass over here and
Like,
help
to be
you with
clear,
this bastard.
the message you just wrote got cut off after the word is. Like, you get about one sentence that I can read, otherwise you're going to have to use MSN.
Sorry, Jack.
MSN? My brain just flashed back 15 years. Messenger. Yeah, I would say 20 characters is closer to what it will actually show me on the screen. Like, I think it's just there to be like, if you're a streamer, it's like a heads up for what's going on in the YouTube chat. Like, and the assumption is that you then look to a different screen which has the YouTube interface on it.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her.
Know her? Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here!
Yeah, too slow.
Now that that's done, I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
Let's find out. Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket. Then you will die.
There's not much point messaging me whilst I'm doing combat because I cannot read it.
Not this time.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand. Take your head.
This combat music does grow on me after a while. Right, I'm getting into it now. I wasn't sure why you liked it so much at first, but it's becoming more catchy as it goes on. Oh, he recovered faster than I expected. Oh, missed.
Not this time.
By a traitor's blade.
Do. Okay, now I can read what you're writing again. It reminds me a little bit of Shadow of the Colossus. Although, I don't think it's that good. But that's because Shadow of the Colossus is like one of the all-time OSTs ever. You see, I actually think this system is not very well designed because it relies on you constantly interrupting the flow of cutscenes. Like, I'm not sure that this is actually a particularly good system at all. Like, the Survivor system queues up everything new that you learn during a cutscene and then gives you a stack of them to read after the cutscene finishes. And also, each one in Survivor has other data banks that contextualize it, hot linked off the bottom. So, what was the kingdom, the first kingdom, something like Rose Kingdom? There's the Iron Kingdom, which is the Gaelic one. This guy's from Frenchland. The Titan Shiva belongs to the Dalmatians. What was the first one? The one that Clive is from called? Rosaria, that was it. And they're all at each other's throats. I don't know what the politics are yet. I guess I just haven't been told that part yet. But I mean, I know that the Iron Kingdom and Rosaria were at each other's throats in the past, and clearly Sanbreque and David Dastmalchian are at each other's throats now, because that's what's going on. But beyond that, I don't know how they interrelate. Oh, I've been writing stuff for my Star Wars RPG, and I came up with the absolute best new Star Wars name for a character. He's called Nup Foo. Nuppffoo. Nup Foo. No, you've gone off the end of the message there. I got as far as focused. There's a very high-pitched scream there by one of these huge hulking guys. Oh, we got some badass music. Someone's making an entrance. Is this Sid? Is this going to be Sid?
This way.
Sid!
Bloody wind. Well, come on then.
Fuck yeah. Not having this bit in the demo, massive oversight. Also, I love his theme. That's a great theme. Also, why does he have your dog?
Hugo, dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare. I expected more from the mighty Titan.
I like her outfit. If I knew how to work with a sewing machine,
You put the
I'd
ice
make
queen on her
that.
back. No doubt.
Took me a moment there to realise you said Ice Queen and not ice cream.
But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
The copper accenting is excellent as well.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
The copper accenting, the little like square mosaic copper tiles accenting her outfit are very nice. It stops it being like, because most of it is a very blank, flat, single-toned leather, which is very like impactful, but could be quite bland. But then you have those like copper square tile trims, which like gives it a little bit of extra pop, and contrasts with the feathers. It's like it's very good. Fashion.
And who's this fine hound I see before me?
It's your fucking dog, mate. Don't you remember?
A fine hound who saved your life. That's who.
Torgal.
Eh?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands.
I hope that this is never explained. That it's just like, yeah, his dog is there. We're never going to tell you why.
I'd always pictured you as more the Chocobo type. Clive Rosfield.
Waloed.
Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix.
I had mistakenly thought that Waloed was the capital of the Iron Kingdom.
But I never paid them much heed.
I feel like you could do a DLC where you play as the dog across the last 10 years or whatever it's been.
She seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion.
I think if your opinion is none the worse for wear, you definitely need a second opinion, Sid. No, I know that the Iron Kingdom isn't David Dastmalchian. I got that part.
I mean it.
Another nice costuming accent. Those scarlet buckles, like, add a flash of colour that's very poppy. It's a really nice, I've forgotten the word for it, spot
Welcome
colour.
to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
Is this fucking Hodor?
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
Clive. Surely that's not Eddard Stark, not Jon Snow. Oh. What am I... Oh, I see, that's where I am now. I get it. Oh, what does it say? Yes, I know you meant... Oh, you meant Clive was drunk.
Almost further
Right,
now.
sorry. That makes more sense.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you.
I thought you meant it was time for Clive to go with Hodor and Jon Snow.
Meaning no trees, no birds, and no
And Sid is clearly Eddard
also
Stark.
means no neighbours.
The last place anyone would think to
Except
look.
that he's got less of a rod up his ass than Eddard Stark.
Home sweet home.
It's still all very grey and beige, is my main complaint visually at the moment. Just a lot of rock, like a lot of rock. The outfits doing a lot more heavy lifting than the environments. Okay, that's cool. This is much better. Yeah, but you can do, like, post-apocalyptic wastelands in ways that look... No, I'm not having it. That's... No Moogles. No. Fuck that.
We didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Zarya.
And this is the Dominant.
How cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
Goots.
But None will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
Bonus points for pronouncing Karen correctly. Well done.
You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solo.
Hide away. See, this is what they should have had in that swamp. I realised that it was basically a corridor, but nonetheless. The fat chocobo. I like this, like, swirly, circle-y stuff. Although I have to say, this does look exactly like the New Republic ruins in Survivor.
You reckon he's a soldier then?
Like, obviously they're drawing from the same source inspirations.
When he's not out chasing rumours, sits up there in
See
that
that
hole
they
of
have
his, brooding
orange
and
candles
scheming.
here too.
Lay off the man. He's got plenty to brood about.
It didn't seem like he was brooding. He seemed like he was deeply enjoying getting to, like, be the king of Cock Hall.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end. Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
This guy isn't a reference to a YouTuber who was famous like 12 years ago, right? Right. The YouTube guy clearly referencing Final Fantasy. That would make more sense.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own.
I don't want to go up here yet. I want to finish exploring down there.
What do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
I wish that they would grey out the speech bubble if they don't have anything new to say.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
But I love double entry bookkeeping. Is there a double entry bookkeeping minigame? That'd be amazing.
Most concerning.
I think he'd have time for a nip with old Orc. Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, mate, but what do you think they're for? Like they're steps, dude. They're steps. They're so yellow. No, I don't want to go in there yet. I want to explore. See, this is nice. This is much nicer, like, vibes. Even though this is stone, like, it's interesting stone, and it has a pale blue tone in the light, and a grey-green tone in the dark, and orange tone from the very orange candles, as opposed to just, here is some beige rock in the sunshine. Everything is beige rock. And you've got wooden construction that's lashed together and a little bit jury-rigged and, like, built into the roof. Like, it's just visually, like, it's wasteland, but it's interesting wasteland.
Nice boat.
Is that the pub where I just went in? Yeah.
Still hungry, are you?
Yep. Yep. Pardon me.
Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars. Another newcomer.
Yeah, they all only have one line.
Here,
Okay.
or our next chat will be through the bars.
The washroom floor's all mended then?
Chicken. Oh, okay, you can't go in the water. Fair enough. Chicken!
Cid once told me, the Blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
Basically just soil depletion, right? Like, it's a fantasy name for soil depletion.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
Would you rather you went without?
You see, what he needs to do is design his own facial tattoo. Then he'd be building his own brand. That was a terrible one. Like, even by my standards, that was a bad joke. Sorry, chicken. Build your own brand. I haven't read this for a while. What's new? So is Cid basically Mycroft Canner? Psychic Owl.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the Dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far.
It's extremely oh, my brain's not working. It's
You've
very
fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield.
hang on. What's the word I want? Dissonant. It's very dissonant how much more handsome Sid's character model is than his voice actor looks in real life. Like, very clearly not modelled on the voice actor. Oh, it's not that they enslave magicians amongst... It's literally, you're a magician, you get made a slave. It's a one-to-one mapping. You do have to wonder quite how this came about. Like, they're the ones who have innate magic. In D&D parlance, they are the sorcerers in this setting, and they were enslaved by the ones who are not. Well, I assumed it would be, but it still feels like a precarious system.
I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
That wasn't much of a sales pitch.
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Now, I know enough to know that eventually he starts seeking out Ifrit to
murdered.
Bind him, but at the moment he wants vengeance on it.
Evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth.
You see that they're keeping the name a secret, despite the fact that him yelling, "Ifrit, come to me," is in every single trailer. The thing of like only one for each element is specific to this Final Fantasy, right? Like other Final Fantasies have had loads of summons for the same element, haven't they?
Drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Ifrit is in, like, every single one, right? Like, Ifrit is the most well-known one, isn't it? Like, it's the only one... No, that's not true. I can name maybe 2 more. But, like, Ifrit's in all of them. So, all of the previous ones that had Phoenix in also had Ifrit in.
It's downstairs. Try not to get lost. It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
Well, I'm going to go and rummage through your bedroom first. Okay, there's not a lot of bedrooms. Wait, why do you have 2 beds? Why have you got 2 beds, Sid? Oh, Sydney 2 beds. I know he's not called Sydney, but he is now. Hodor.
He's in... Oh no.
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is, then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
The vibe I'm getting is that Sid has seen in Clive a way to get his little bearer uprising their own magical super weapon.
The forge is down the end. Just follow the sound of Blackthorn's hammer.
Does it look like there's room here for another bloody crate?
Very
Lady
northern.
Karen. I'm sorry, Lady Karen.
Dog.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth's coldest when we're done?
Just tighten shit boulders.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to a holy bedchamber for all I care.
Krieger.
I'm not lifting a finger for you.
No, yeah,
Is that so? Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart.
No Moogles.
Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
the belt, Caesar Square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Make it quick. But I ain't the cook, am I? Look. You got anything needs repairing? So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? And?
Seeing as you're new, let me share a word of warning. Keep your hands out of the stores, or I'll cut them off and crate them with the others.
Does everyone have a unique tattoo?
I'm only teasing. We feed the hands to the dogs.
What are you gawping at, newcomer? Never seen a man work with his hands? Well, you best get used to it if you're
No,
thinking
we
of
don't have
staying.
unique tattoos. Because it's procedurally generated then.
Well, it is.
Yeah, and
Scouts
like,
found a pair of new bearers willing to join us.
Sid once told me, the Blight
Yeah,
doesn't
you
kill
told
the
me that
land,
already.
it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. Or she will.
Your brand? Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave.
You another one of Sid's strays? What? We all are. Little
He's
uns,
had his
big uns,
tattoo
and
removed.
everything in between. We're a damn sight better off here than out there in the world.
Where do they all sleep? Like, there doesn't appear to be any place for them to actually live.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Yeah. Come on, nearly there. You, blankets, quick as you like.
I really hope Jason Statham is in this.
Right.
I know he won't be,
Make
but
it
he clearly
comfortable
should
while the
be.
bed's made up. Well, you just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me? What the hell have I got myself into? Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, he won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Was Ty the one looking after Jill?
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions. She's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Another fine day at the Hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name... Otto, you need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
It's important that you meet all of the NPCs in this area, one after another.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
By the way, do you know about the bombshell that they dropped at the end of the latest Fast movie? There's a post-credit scene setting up the next film is the final movie, apparently. And in the post-credit scene, The Rock returns. They have somehow got him to come back despite the massive feud he has with Vin Diesel.
Who are these people? I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demand?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed.
It's an old dog.
Suppose that's your job
14
now.
years old.
Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some
Oh,
coin.
she's got heterochromia. It doesn't feel worth spending 500 coins for a sword that's only 5 points better than what I've already got. That's strictly worth. Guess I'll buy some potions.
It'd better all be here.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guilty name.
A minute ago you were like, oh, you've got so much money, I'm not giving you any freebies. And now you're like, oh, you're so poor.
And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
It didn't do anything. It just existed. Why is that a hold and not just a button there? That's useful. This is a feature that more games need. What is God Don't Even in reference to? Oh, the holding the button down instead of just pressing it. What does L1 do? Oh, it's lock on. So, L1 is lock on. L2... What is L2? R2 is that. R1 is dodge. Triangle is spell. Square is slash. Circle is dash. X is jump. Arrows are the quick items. Yeah, what does L2 do? Oh, okay, right. Yes, of course, I remember. Cool. How do I quit this?
You all done?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Carol.
Isn't Magic Burst when you finish a square combo by pressing triangle, in which case I can already do it? Or at least the demo told me I could do it. I assumed that I've still got the ability. That's a jukebox. That's a quest I haven't got yet. I'll go get the quest in here as well. Cool. Wonderful.
Do you think we should go and help?
Don't think I haven't noticed you stealing sips from the... Ah, a new Fae. The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her. For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my...
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests.
We like Kenneth. Kenneth.
I have 3 hungry
seems fun.
customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful. They're hot.
Victuals! It's a corruption of victuals! I've never realised that before. I love etymology.
Oh, Mew. How long has it been? little food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running your rack.
Well, he did say...
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad.
It's a very Geordie
Good
man.
work.
Here.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy. Only my former master did not. That Sid took me in. I'd been cast out and left for dead when Sid found me.
Sid can take some getting used to. But his heart's in the right place. Give him a chance.
If you can read,
Oh, yeah, I
don't
said
let
that.
Otto know.
Well, well. There's so much more to... Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe...
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course.
Who's that voice actor? Clive's voice actor.
Thank you.
He's been in something I've played
That's the last
recently.
one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
Yours is not a familiar face.
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes. On account of the,
What do I know him from that I played
varied
recently?
company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of story. But alas, my days of wandering the realm, perhaps you. When I was very young, yet when I arrived, fortunately,
The way that they voice just the first couple of words here is just distracting. They'd have been better off just not.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Is there some way to see which ones I've not read yet? Oh, they've got little blue dots on them. Oh, so Shiva belongs to the Ironbloods, but Shiva's dominant had been captured by the Sanbreque people. She wasn't actually theirs originally. No, it's these blue dots is the ones I haven't read, because I know for a fact I haven't read this. Know what? What is no? Oh. It was the Iron Kingdom that had Shiva. Okay, sure. Well, they didn't always have her, because 13 years ago she was in Rosaria. I have not played Ark Knights or Quantum Break. Yes, I need to watch Quantum Break through properly, but Quantum Break it's very Sam Lake. What is the secret of this dog? Waloed is a very, very pleasing name. The King of Waloed. 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 Wah! Waloed. Waloed. I'll stop now. Waloed. Is his surname literally just Farmer? Waloed. I assume at some point I get to find out this guy's name. Like, this guy was born to be Titan, wasn't he? Like, he barely changes. He basically just takes his clothes off. Waloo! Oh, she doesn't have heterochromia, it's a glass eye. Literally horror. Oh, and it was Sanbreque who attacked Rosaria. Okay. Ah, I had mistakenly thought that Benedicta and Annabella were the same woman. Rodney. This guy was cool. He should have lasted longer. These guys look like they could be brothers. mother crystals all being one word is very, like, Fantasyland. Guys who just love to pose in the moonlight. Right there, Crest. Are all the mother crystals Drake something? So far, this sounds like the most interesting of the kingdoms. Wow. Big difference between the dominant of Titan, who's like, hey, I can become your massive world-smashing giant guy, you guys better listen to what I want to do, and the Iron Kingdoms, who are like, hey, girl, do what we tell you, do the ice thing now, you have no autonomy. Walood. Walood. I mean, based on everything that I've just read, like, the Walood people refusing to aid the Dalmex, like, gives more power to Hugo, who the Walood woman is in bed with, so I feel like that's quite straightforward. Walood! 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 Oh, I remember reading something about when they were devising the game, and they kept being like, we should probably cut the second continent. We can't quite manage 2 continents. We should really cut the second continent. I see that their compromise was, there's only 1 nation left in Ash. Waloo! It's a very warlike crest. This seems like a very conflicted realm. Presumably they have a dominant? The Iron Kingdoms, do they have a dominant? Like, that they think is an aberration, but still used nonetheless? Oh, right, yes, they had the Shiva woman. Duh. Which is why they were treating her like shit, of course. How do you pronounce that? Bean Ludleth? Ludleth? Bayan Ludleth? Something like that. It's Welsh, or well, it's Gaelic. Some of it is Welsh, but some of it clearly is Irish, and some of it looks like Scots Gaelic to me as well. It looks like they've borrowed bits of each. Wait, so where's the Drake's Eye now? Wallywood. Ah. I'm sure that that's not significant. I like the idea of a municipal shard. It's quite good. Oh, so every time she lights a cigarette, it's like she's like essentially like burning oil, like burning a canister of crude oil every time she lights a cigarette. Don't. This sentence makes prime sound like a euphemism, and I'm just going to keep getting stuck on it. Also, like, it's almost like the icons have a consciousness of their own. that the dominants are overriding. Dominating, one might say. Oh, it wouldn't be a high fantasy setting without an ancient society that made super hard steel. Are we supposed to read this airship as being a connection to some previous Final Fantasy? There, I've read
The door
all
to
of
the
that.
shelves shall ever be open.
Sid can take some getting used to. These are.
All done,
They were bearers, not slaves waiting upon their master.
Indeed. Equality is beyond these walls, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what's in the hideaway. We are free. Truly more than reason enough to Now, I promised you something. Thank you, Clive. Eat your food while it's hot and see that none goes to waste. Follow those two simple rules and you will always be welcome at the...
It's nice to see the hideaway finally coming alive. Wasn't so long ago.
To sound the retreat once
I'd been
turned
cast
up.
out and left for dead when Sid found me.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these.
So you said.
She's not going to heal any quicker with you hovering around like a bloodfly.
Where to next?
For now, we rest and regroup.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital.
Sorry, chicken.
Damn it. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I'd be happy. Oh, thank you. Takes a lot of work. It certainly looks like you've got... Ah, you can say that again. The fallen, that's why the walls need shoring up. No, I suppose not.
Why do I know
All right,
that
where can I
voice?
find it?
Ask over at the White Ads. Thanks again.
Nothing in there. Cool.
Excuse me, the man working over by the guard.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, Master Carpenter. You take as much...
Thank you.
No, not at all. All the wood you're likely to need is piled up just over there, ready for Master Geoffrey.
Do it again for Geoffrey.
Here we are. Better get this to Geoffrey, was it?
Can't remember how that song goes now.
Well? What do you want?
Oh, I still don't know.
That it? Fine.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better. Now stop fretting and take...
There's no need.
That's not a matter.
Every time the music fades when the quest complete thing comes in, and there's that gap between the music fade and the sound effect, I feel like my ears have just burst.
This should be enough to shore things up for a little while yet.
Right. I've done everything to do here, I think. I guess I've got more money now. I could look back at the shop.
Leaving? Already? Well,
Yes? What? Taking an interest, are you? And to sweeten the deal... Go on, then. And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Is that all?
Onwards. Hello, dog. Oh,
There's
my
a good
Taco
girl. Hungry, are you?
Bell. I don't think the Taco Bells were a mistake. What's this? Oh, I see. Do it again for Geoffrey. Ah, that's a change of scenery.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
And I told you we're outlaws. Well, you want every bounty hunter
Yeah,
in
I
the
probably
store
don't
carrying us from
mention
here
too.
to the Holy Capital.
I just want to hit something with a sword again
Besides,
first.
what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor?
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. That a place like this still exists is a miracle. itself. Bloodflies and all.
We'll be back in Imperial land soon. You all right?
Never better.
Sounds like it. That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Oh, the dog is a healer.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts. Nothing a trained assassin can't handle, though.
How reassuring.
You're welcome. For that and his shortcut.
As fast as I can hit you. Oh, there we go.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Or maybe they're not. Finished! We still have a way to go.
Big lizard.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from.
The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Remember when I said there'd be deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts out much better.
And you only think to mention this now. That's enough. It's over.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
Excuse me.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
You don't get a lot of options, I guess. Oh, I was expecting an attack. There we go.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of yours, does it?
Wrong button.
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open. Well, it appears we won't be going this way. I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
What is it, boy? At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Well, they look not too happy. And for once, it's not my fault. This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't. Sword sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
can't. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button.
My wounds, boy.
Someone's got the hook. Where he stops, no one knows. I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first. Not this time. Torgal! Need to end this quickly. That'll help. Too slow. Come on.
Stand back!
You're dominant.
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Old bloody Rome of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Rome who saw fit to haunt.
Cid. You say you want to help Dominants and Bearers. But what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Okay? Clive, what exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant of fire?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother. And cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
Stay down! It's over.
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
In no time. Right. That's enough. Over. Lose. That's enough. Quiet. The Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
That woman.
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Let's get this over with then. At least they're not giant lizards.
Put a lady on the wind!
Behind you!
It's over. Come on.
Well done, Paul.
Not this time.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one unblessed by the Phoenix at that. Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other Icon of Fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the One Law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lostwing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.